Ese güey está muy ocupado. ¿Puedes venir al shop? La policía quiere ver el video.
As you can see, it's a very, very active scene. We've got a lot of officers from different agencies here to assist us in this investigation. Earlier this morning, there was a pod hit in the area of Watt Avenue in Business 80, or I'm sorry, Highway 80. And at that point, we knew that a vehicle that was associated with a double homicide was in the Sacramento area. About 10:40 this morning, officers from the Sacramento Police Department observed the vehicle in question that was wanted in this case in the area of 65th and Fruit Ridge. At that point, officers followed that vehicle to the location where we're at now, trying to get additional units to assist in a felony vehicle stop. Let me back up real quick. This vehicle was associated with a double homicide that occurred last week, where two females were killed inside of a residence off of Janrick Avenue. Back to where we're at, the officers followed the vehicle westbound on Fruit Ridge. The vehicle turned northbound on Franklin and then ultimately turned eastbound on 37th Avenue. At that point, did the officers actually initiate a traffic stop that we were trying to get in position to conduct a safe approach on this vehicle. The vehicle pulled over on 37th Avenue. At that point, officers began giving them instructions so that they could safely detain this individual. Initially, the suspect was compliant and threw his keys outside the vehicle, and within moments, he officers. Two of our officers have been struck by gunfire by the suspect. Both are non-life-threatening. Both injuries were non-life-threatening. Are expected to survive. The officers returned fire to the suspect, striking him and ultimately killing him. He was not transported and is still on scene here. Obviously, this is going to be this area is going to be impacted for quite some time. Traffic's going to be shut down on Franklin for probably the majority of the day as we conduct our investigation. So I just ask the public to please be patient during this time. And because there's officers involved in the shooting, our protocol is in place where we're going to be having the district attorney, internal affairs, as well as the Office of Public Safety Accountability respond out to the scene, and they will be jointly investigating this case.
Adrian, Lisa, good afternoon. At this point, the information that we have is still the same. We have two officers who've been shot. They've sustained non-life-threatening injuries. This happened near 26th and Franklin. You can see the scene just behind me. And what is actually starting to scale down a bit, we've seen a few officers leave the scene now. So it would appear that the suspect, they have him. He's been shot. He has been described as being down, although it's not clear exactly what his condition is at this point. It's also not clear if he's been taken to the hospital or if he has succumbed to his injuries. And we are waiting for a Sacramento police officer to come here. There are still some unknowns out here as well, including what led up to this shooting. Was it a traffic stop? What occurred? And this happened just in front of a Sacramento Police Department substation. So obviously a very active scene here because you have so many police officers who are so close to where this happened. You also have members of the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office out here as well. But as we've said, in the last about 45 minutes, we've really seen the scene kind of scale down a little bit. It appears the only helicopter in the air is ours, so it does not appear as though there's an active search going on at this time. We do expect to learn more details on scene, but that's the latest from down here on the ground.
Hey, Max, this is an interesting mix of both commercial properties and residential properties. Are you seeing some of the people who do live nearby also coming out there? And if so, what are they indicating they heard?
Well, at this point, we have not seen any of the homeowners or the people who live in any of these houses come out. We have seen some people at the nearby businesses kind of peek their head out who are behind the crime scene tape. They're inaccessible to us at this point. I did speak with a woman just across the street from where we are right now who has a clothing company. She did not hear any of the shots. She would be a little bit more than a block from where this scene is right now. So from our vantage point at 26th Avenue and Franklin Boulevard, it's likely that many people did not hear what happened if they were inside their businesses. So we're still trying to look for people who may have heard exactly what happened here and when. But as soon as we get that information or we get the opportunity to speak with them, we'll bring that to you.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.